Hello, bright, beautiful, beloved soul friends. Okay, so today we're going to take a really unique adventure. Are you guys ready for this? Because I'm super ready for this, and I'm super mega excited. This idea has been bubbling and boiling up, and it has just been growing and growing and growing. These concepts I'm about to share with you have been in the development for about 4 years and have really spiked and peaked in the last 6 months. So I'm super stoked to share with you guys. These magics are incredible. They explain so much of the human experience in a very unique way, and I'm very, very passionate about these ideas, and I really love the opportunity to share and express myself in this way. So thank you for being here, and thank you for being you. Today I'm going to be sharing a little bit of insight about a brand new diagram. It shows the way that the Liberated Consciousness Diagram and the 3 subconscious layers diagram interconnect, overlap, and interplay with each other. And if you want to find out more about these diagrams, please explore my other content creations. I will leave specific links in the video description below, and these concepts appear in a variety of other creations as well. But the Liberated Consciousness Diagram and the 3 subconscious layers diagram are 2 of the many original concepts Kristen has sculpted during the Implicit Revelations Case Study over these past many years. So, without further ado, if you want to explore this super secret, mega magic, wondrous little gift, please visit KristenWindsor.com/contact and scroll to the very bottom of the page. That is the only place that you can directly see this diagram, other than maybe the thing for the video, the thumbnail for the video. But to see the diagram, visit KristenWindsor.com/contact and scroll to the very bottom of the page. That's the space that I'm sharing this brand new diagram, okay? And again, information is in the video description below, so do be sure to check that out. A few insights about this diagram, though, and again, explore other content creations for insights about the individual diagrams. This new one is a brand new way to explore how they overlap, interplay, and interconnect. It's so incredible and so exciting. So the 3 subconscious layers, there's the inner life partner, the inner best friend, and the inner child. And then in the Liberated Consciousness Diagram, there's 4 subconscious regions. And they each have different parts of consciousness: normal, guardian, nightingale, and Muppet parts. And so these are diagrams individually and independently of one another that can be explored in their own unique way. But then I've been playing, okay, how do these concepts overlap and interplay? Do they connect? Do they connect? Maybe they don't connect. Maybe they're just independent diagrams that explore unconscious body minds in their own unique ways, and they don't have a relationship with one another, right? So I've been exploring this for a really, really long time, and this is my new concept that is ever expanding and ever growing, and it's so exciting, and I'm so grateful to be here, and I'm so excited to share this with you. So there's 2 ways that the Liberated Consciousness Diagram fits in with the 3 subconscious layers diagram. And they explain a wide variety of subconscious happenings, including the integrative balance between masculine and feminine energies, those abstract energies, the bold, fierce leader, peaceful relaxation, and the gentle, tender, kind, compassionate, joyful, playful energies, and all the different styles of how masculine and feminine energies, abstract cosmic consciousness energies exist and interplay through the human experience. Because regardless of how we experience the human vessel, consciousness has both feminine and masculine energies always. And the balancing of these completely depends on the well-being of attachment systems, which is another concept developed through my Implicit Revelations Case Study. Through the Liberated Consciousness Diagram and the first thesis of my case study, the first and third subconscious layers connect with feminine energies. I want to make sure I didn't get those mixed up. And the second and fourth subconscious regions or attachment systems connect with masculine energies. And depending on the well-being of attachment needs in these distinct attachment systems, there will be certain expressions of masculine and feminine energies throughout various styles of thoughts, feelings, and action patterns as consciousness experiences life through the automated miraculous translations of the unconscious body-mind. So magical. So the first and third attachment systems directly connect with feminine energies, and whether those needs are met or not met, or how they're met, if they're dependent on external sources, that will provide a certain style of balancing that allows feminine energies to be expressed and experienced in a particular way for the uniquely individualized experiences of consciousness experienced through the wiring of those hundreds of trillions of neural pathways in the unconscious body-mind. The second and fourth attachment systems will directly affect masculine energies. We can get into that more another time, though. So back to this new diagram. I'm glancing over here at it, so that's why I'm looking over here. It's not because I don't love you guys and I want to look at you all the time. Hi friends. Okay, so there's two ways the Liberated Consciousness Diagram can fit in and interplay with the three subconscious layers diagram. The first way is the larger one. If you're looking at the picture, and again, go to visit that website, scroll to the bottom, and you can look at the little diagram and see what I'm talking about, okay? Go check it out and pull that up and look at that, and you'll know what I'm talking about here. The first way is the big image of the Liberated Consciousness Diagram, where Moppet parts of consciousness connect with the inner child, normal parts of consciousness connect with the inner life partner, and guardian and nightingale parts of consciousness connect with the inner best friend. Okay? And in this way, it demonstrates the balancing of masculine and feminine energies in relation with all three layers. And so in this example, there's different ways to explore this and look at it. This is just the first way. In this example, the inner child and half of the inner best friend would connect with feminine energies, while the inner life partner and half of the inner best friend would connect with masculine energies. And there would be this distinction between the organization of memory systems, because the little orange bar in the Liberated Consciousness Diagram is all about memories and how they connect with attachment systems and then create meaning-making associations. And you can explore more about this in the Liberated Consciousness course that I offer through my Kristen's Consciousness consultancy business. So that's the first way, is the larger one. And then Moppet parts are the inner child, and normal parts are the inner life partner. And the guardian and Moppet parts, or guardian and nightingale parts, are the aspects of consciousness who allow for a bridge between the inner life partner and the inner child. The second way that these diagrams can be explored and how they interlap and overplay and interconnect is that each subconscious layer has its own 4 subconscious regions. And I really, really love this. I explored this in great dynamic depth in relation with my personal dimensions, mirror play with mirror power, subconscious unveiling, and transformation techniques as I've been developing them. And I can actually explore the application of these diagrams in relation with each other, in relation with the application of these mirror concepts. An application with the subconscious unveiling technique, where I explore the 99.08% of inner realities existing and operating beyond awareness through the application of my personal dimensions theory and mirrors, glass mirrors where you see your reflection, mirrors. I can actually explore the organization and wiring of the unconscious body-mind in relation with these diagrams and how they interlap and overplay and interconnect. And so it's just incredible to be able to explore the human experience in a fresh perspective, and to be able to express and articulate it in this revolutionary way. It's so exhilarating, and I'm just really excited to share this with you guys. So the second way that these diagrams interplay, hopefully you're looking at cute little thingy with me, and you're like, oh yeah, that's a thing. Okay, so it is the smaller little diamonds with the hearts. The smaller little diamonds with the hearts. And again, you can always dive deeper into these diagrams through my free content creations, and then also through courses and programs available through my business that share so many magical, in-depth cosmic wonders of these concepts. It's incredible. It's truly mind-blowingly incredible. So in this expression, each subconscious layer has 4 subconscious regions, which means that the inner life partner has their own normal, Moppet, guardian, and nightingale parts. And the inner best friend has their own normal, Moppet, nightingale, and guardian parts. And the inner child has their own normal, Moppet, guardian, and nightingale parts of consciousness. And each of the 3 subconscious layers have their own experience of 4 distinct attachment systems. So the inner life partner, in this application of the interlapping and overplay and connectedness of these 2 diagrams, the present moment adult self has needs throughout all 4 attachment systems. And how those are being met in presently unfolding moments affects the neural wiring in this region that affects these billions of parts of consciousness. And then it's the same for each layer. So then the inner child has their own needs throughout all 4 sections. And this has been so profound to explore in this particular way. In reference to the diagram, if you're looking at it, it's the smaller diamonds with the hearts. Because we can really pinpoint specific subconscious timelines that carry specific energies that manifest in specific ways. It's a completely brand new way to explore, express, explain, and expand understandings and power within automated thought forms, including thoughts, feelings, and action patterns. So if there's a certain thought that keeps coming up, or a certain sensation that keeps coming up, or a certain impulse or style or habitual way of moving, an action pattern, which could be called behavior, but I don't like that word as much. Action pattern is much more accurate because you're not behaving in a certain way. The unconscious body mind is instinctively moving in a certain way based on the procedural memories, which just has a different connotation to it. Denotation, connotation, annotation, words. So I prefer the way of expressing it as action patterns, because you're not behaving in a certain way. The unconscious body mind is projecting action patterns and instinctive movements based on the procedural memories of the hindbrain, parts of the brain beyond conscious perception. And based on the projection of that information filed in accordance with the well-being of attachment systems, consciousness is experiencing certain styles of automated action patterns. So it's a little more in-depth than behavior. So anyway, and so the way of expressing and explaining, exploring subconscious realms through these diagrams actually allows us to pinpoint specific things. There could be a very, 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 very specific experience from, let's say, age 6, where there was not a felt sense of safety. And that created a region of neural wiring that carries specific energetic messages, especially in relation with emotions and procedures, the unconscious memories, which is the majority of the unconscious body mind. Conscious memories, little tiny sliver. Regulatory protocols, they're there, but they're based on unconscious memories. So explicit conscious memories are really, really small. And then there's a lot of regulatory protocols, but 100% of those depend on or directly stem from, are created and affected by the unconscious implicit memories that carry emotions and procedures or action patterns. So let's say, for example, that there was a moment or an experience. It could have been 5 minutes or 5 hours or 5 days or 5 weeks or 5 months. But let's say there was some period of time around age 6 where there was not a felt sense. Felt sense is important because regardless of whether you were factually safe or not, actually doesn't matter. to the unconscious body-mind. The unconscious body-mind doesn't care if it was factually safe. It needs a felt sense of safety in order to effectively translate experience into neural wiring that navigates and regulates existence. So regardless of whether you are actually safe or unsafe, doesn't actually matter to the unconscious body-mind. If there was a time where the unconscious body-mind did not have a felt sense of safety, during age 6, for example, then it would have created a region of disintegrated neural data in the second subconscious region of the third subconscious layer. The second subconscious region of the third subconscious layer. And there's just a really miraculous way to explore specifics of personal experience through these diagrams where they can be expressed and explained and understood in brand new ways that bring to light what's happening in the unconscious body-mind beyond awareness to directly affect personal experience. And the more that we can uncover these hidden realities, the more power we have to have compassionate love for the parts of our consciousness who are going through these experiences. Because there are millions and billions and trillions of aspects of consciousness experiencing projections of neural wiring beyond what the conscious mind perceives. So imagine you might be up here experiencing certain thoughts or feelings, but the aspects of consciousness observing that are a minuscule fraction of the millions and billions and trillions of parts of consciousness or aspects of self-essence who are encountering the neural wiring that precedes all of those thoughts and feelings. And they're experiencing those neural projections beyond awareness through subsations. And there was another word that Kristen had written in her Liberated Consciousness course. Subsations and subceptions, that's what it was. Subceptions precede thought forms, or subceptions precede thoughts, subsations precede feelings. And you can explore more about these ideas in the Liberated Consciousness course. It's really, really cool stuff. Super, super cool stuff. It's just incredible. It's just incredible stuff. So, I share this with great excitement and profound ecstatic joy because these diagrams look simple. If you look at it, you're like, okay, it's a few boxes, a few lines that make a diamond and a couple hearts, right? It looks simple. That's the whole point. It's supposed to look simple because we need a new way to express the unfathomable complexities of what's happening inside of us. There's like the two dramatic ends of the spectrum. There's like the stuff that's so complex and in depth that you would have to really, really, really like commit your whole life to studying and just to understand it. And then there's the stuff that's so simple that it doesn't actually reveal the truth of our complex nature and provide that in-depth level of understanding and introspective insight that we deserve to have. And so the whole point of these expressions, the whole intention and goal and aim and objective, as I've been working on this stuff for years, has been to make the expressions of them as simple as possible while understanding how in-depth and complex they are. So we can explore the most unfathomably in-depth, complex understandings of the unconscious body-mind in a beautifully simplified and colorful manner. And so when you look at it, the visual of it looks simple. It's pretty, it's clean, there's colors and shapes, right? But as we explore it, we can uncover so many miraculous secrets and the hundreds of trillions of neural pathways that create the neurobiological social engagement system of the unconscious body-mind, where every year of life has added neural wiring organized in relation with 17 plus roles that each carry a distinct unconscious or subconscious priority that affects navigation, and thus the neural wiring of all of this information is affecting regulation in the unconscious body-mind. The implicit unconscious memories organized in that we can discover and explore through these diagrams is so complex that there are, get this, let your mind be blown here for a minute. Are you guys ready for this? Let your mind be blown by this. There are implicit memories from 10 years ago in your unconscious body-mind that are affecting how your heart is beating right now in this moment. Think about that. Think about that. There are implicit unconscious memories from 10 years ago that are actually affecting how your heart is beating right now. Not to mention how you're instinctively encountering emotions and how you're instinctively encountering decision-making tendencies and abilities. The implicit, expansive, miraculous wonders of the unconscious body-mind, it's time to uncover them. It's time to reveal the secrets. It's time to explore them in a way that can be fun and enjoyable and life-changingly transformative. And that is my greatest passion in the world. It truly is. It's my absolute greatest passion in the world. So this brand new diagram here that I'm sharing with you all, available at the bottom of KristenWindsor.com/contact. Little magical posting there for you guys to look at. The smaller picture of the Liberated Consciousness Diagram inside of the 3 subconscious layers shows that each layer, the inner life partner, the inner best friend, and the inner child, each experience their own wiring of 4 subconscious regions where memories have developed in relation with attachment systems that have created meaning-making associations that are the substations and subceptions that precede automated thoughts, feelings, and action patterns. And through that, there's a balancing of masculine and feminine energies throughout each of these layers. And so, for example, there could be imbalances in the masculine energies of the inner child, but the masculine energies of the inner life partner might be completely integrated, balanced, and experiencing instinctive subconscious harmony. So in our example here is a 6-year-old child who had some experience of not feeling safe, and that created disintegrated neural wiring in the 2nd subconscious region, affecting guardian parts of consciousness of the inner child. Parts of consciousness in the 2nd subconscious region of the 3rd subconscious layer. And this will create an imbalance of masculine energies of the inner child, which can manifest in so many different ways. Anxiety just being one of literally thousands of possibilities of how it could manifest. And you can explore more about this in the Clues of Consciousness from Attachment Systems, which is a free gift I have available on my website at KristenWindsor.com/gifts. And again, you can explore all of my offerings, all my free gifts, and all of the other deep dive offerings through my business in the video description below. So if any of these topics interest you, please explore them and check them out and see which ones might be right and helpful for you at this time of your healing journey. So, I'm super stoked to share this. This is just a very, very, very short glimpse into these very in-depth, complex topics. I'm super excited to share this new little diagram, and I will continue expanding and growing it and sharing as inspired, and just really look forward to all of the magic that this journey is taking me on. These ideas and concepts are just, they're incredible. And I don't say that because, I think the work that I've done is incredible. I say that because it's changed my life. I say that because it's changed my life. These diagrams and the process of creating them and using them to understand and heal my unconscious body-mind have changed my life. And to see the power of how deeply they've affected my life, it inspires me so deeply because I know that they have the potential and the power to do that for others. So I'm very excited to share this stuff. I'm very, very passionate about these topics and this journey that I'm on. So that's all I have for today. So explore the new little picture diagram that I have available. KristenWindsor.com/contact. Scroll to the bottom of the page. If you want to explore more about the Liberated Consciousness Diagram, there's an in-depth healing journey course that I have available, and it is genuinely a life changer, especially if you are struggling with any type of implicit health challenge, such as a mental health battle, as one of infinite examples. It's just incredible. I'm not going to go too in depth. If you're curious at all, go check it out. There's a whole bunch of information and previews into the course, so you can kind of get a feel for what it offers and kind of the energetic tone and artistic style of it all. And you can see if it might be a right fit for you. But it's truly incredible. A brand new way to understand the unconscious body mind and see how neural wiring affects consciousness, because it does distinguish parts of consciousness from the neural wiring that creates experience. The aspects of self who are experiencing life are always distinct from all of the neural wiring that generates the automations of experience and the translations of reality. And this kind of explores that in a new way. So there's a whole bunch of tools to reclaim your power, and it's really just amazing. So if these topics interest you, you can explore that. And I have a whole bunch of other offerings, so I'll just let you explore the video description below. I offer a wide variety of gifts through Kristen's Consciousness Consultancy, and I would be absolutely honored to connect with you, whether it's one-on-one or in a group consciousness consultation call or a speaking engagement, or if you'd like to order any of my creations or a personalized creation. I would be thrilled to connect with you. I just love these ideas, and I would be honored to share these magics with you deeper and dive deeper and explore further. And I also have a wide variety of other offerings, including merchandise. There's a whole store with over 100 original designs on shirts and mugs and bags and just super fun stuff. So if you don't want to dive super deep into like a healing journey course, you can always just pop over and buy yourself a shirt and have that be your healing journey investment. And every time that you wear it, you use the mantra, and that can be your healing journey investment. You just always meet yourself where you're at and flow with where you are guided to go next, to step into that next level of loving liberation and personal power reclamation. There is no better time than now, because the now is the only moment that will ever actually exist. So that's pretty incredible. So now is the time for the loving liberation and personal power reclamation. And I would be absolutely divinely honored to serve as your healing journey guide. So thank you for being here with me. Thank you for exploring these ideas with me. Thank you for hanging out and spending time with me. Thanks for exploring my videos and my websites and all the magics. I'm just grateful to be on this journey and super excited to share. Expressing our authentic selves in whatever way feels most aligned and inspired is a profound step of loving liberation and power reclamation, and just having the opportunity to share this is a miracle and a blessing, and I thank you for being a part of that miracle and that blessing. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Please do feel free to explore the video description for all the magics, both the free gifts and free offerings, and then the stuff that you can dive deeper with, whether it's buying a t-shirt or acquiring a healing journey program or course, or connecting with me one-on-one or through a group setting. Lots of opportunities, and I'd be honored to share more of my divine expressions and cosmic creations with you. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day, and I'm so proud of you for embracing your healing journey, because I know that you are. You wouldn't be watching this video if you're not embracing your healing journey to some degree. So I'm super proud of you. Round of applause, round of applause, round of applause. Yes, okay. High five. Yeah, do here, high five with this one, right? Great job, you guys. You're doing great. Please explore all the magics and stay tuned for more magics, and explore all the other magics on my YouTube, and just overload yourself with magics. If you find magics, just go ahead and overload on it. Okay? Cool? Yeah? On the same page? If you find something that's magical, that resonates with your soul, and you're like, yes, I like these vibes. They're feeding my heart in magical ways. Just go ahead and overload on that. Okay? Sound good? Okay, awesome. All right, thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Also, by the way, namaste. The divine love and light in my consciousness sees and honors the divine love and light in your consciousness. Your perfection and worthiness knows no bounds, and it's time to uncover the hidden truth of who you are, what you're worth, and why you're really here. You're here for something bigger and greater than you know. And by embracing the journey of living liberation and personal power reclamation, by healing the unconscious body-mind, by restoring it, by transforming it, by liberating and expanding aspects of consciousness, parts of your true essence, the greater revelation of the truth of your existence will be revealed. And there is nothing greater or more significant than that, I promise. I promise. The best is yet to come, and we have only just begun. This healing journey invites us all, and infinite moments of happily ever after inevitably await all of us. Now is the time. What are you waiting for?